Today, we take you inside one of the most extreme food factories in the world, where giant Camel Biryani. This facility is specially designed to handle hundreds of kilograms of meat and rice, all under strict food-safe standards. Everything begins with premium-grade camel meat, stored in temperature-controlled cold rooms to preserve freshness. Each batch is carefully inspected to ensure it meets quality, hygiene, and halal processing standards. Once approved, the meat moves to the cutting section, where it's portioned for slow cooking.
These machines are designed to cut through dense camel meat with precision and consistency.
Exact weight control is critical to elements, ensuring every cooking batch tastes the same.
No biryani is complete without spices parboiling, and this factory uses them by the sack.
Automated systems measure each spice precisely, maintaining flavor balance at scale.
Fresh aromatics are prepared in bulk to build the deep base flavor of the biryani.
The camel meat is then marinated for hours, allowing flavors to penetrate deeply.
This resting phase is crucial for them. It transforms tough meat into tender perfection.
While the meat marinates, attention shifts to the heart of biryani, Fufeld, premium long-grain Basmati rice.
Only extra long, aged Basmati rice is approved for giant biryani production.
The rice is washed multiple times to remove excess starch and ensure fluffy texture. Soaking allows the grains to expand and cook evenly during the final layering.
Meanwhile, onions are slow-fried in massive quantities to create biryani's signature sweetness.
These fried onions will later add depth, aroma, and rich color.
A powerful broth forms the backbone of this biryani, extracted from bones and spices.
Whole spices slowly infuse the liquid with layers of fragrance.
Impurities are removed to keep the broth clean and balanced.
The broth simmers for hours, developing intense flavor without bitterness.
Saffron is carefully infused, even a small amount flavors hundreds of servings.
With rice soaked and broth perfected, the factory prepares for the massive cooking stage.
Now begins the most critical phase, slow cooking camel meat in industrial-scale kettles.
Steam-jacketed heat allows the meat to cook slowly without burning or drying.
This first stage seals in juices and locks the marinade deep inside the meat.
The aromatic broth is slowly introduced, transforming the meat into a rich, tender base.
Camel meat requires patience, hours of gentle simmering to become fork tender.
Automated stirring ensures even cooking across hundreds of kilograms.
Excess fat is removed to keep the final biryani balanced and clean.
While the meat cooks, rice is parboiled directly in the flavored broth.
This method ensures every grain absorbs aroma without becoming mushy.
Rice is stopped at the exact moment, cooked but still firm.
Excess liquid drains away, preserving structure for final layering.
With meat tender and rice ready, the factory prepares for the giant biryani assembly. Now comes the most iconic stage, assembling the giant camel biryani, layer by layer.
The base layer of rice ensures even heat distribution during final cooking.
Tender camel meat is layered generously, carrying deep spice and broth flavor.
These aromatics release their fragrance as heat rises through the pot.
Rice seals the meat inside, trapping moisture and aroma.
Saffron brings luxury, color, and unmistakable biryani aroma. A final touch of ghee enriches the entire dish.
These layers are repeated until the vessel is filled with hundreds of servings.
To begin dum cooking, the vessel must be sealed completely.
This seal traps steam, allowing flavors to circulate naturally.
The biryani now cooks gently in its own steam.
Every second is monitored to prevent overcooking or drying.
Inside the sealed pots, the biryani slowly cooks in its own steam. This is the soul of dum.
Steam moves upward and downward, blending rice, meat, and spices evenly.
Heat is carefully reduced and increased in stages to avoid burning. Too much pressure can ruin texture. Balance is everything.
At key moments, aromas are released to test doneness.
Each vessel follows a strict dum schedule, lasting hours.
Slow rotation prevents uneven heat zones in such giant quantities.
Moisture must remain locked in, neither too dry nor soggy. This resting phase allows flavors to settle deep into every grain.
A final burst of heat completes the rice cooking perfectly.
When the signal appears, the biryani is ready.
A short cooling period ensures clean separation when opened.
After hours of dum cooking, the seal is finally broken. A wave of aroma fills the air. The biryani has reached perfection.
Every grain is separate, every piece of meat tender and infused.
This inspection confirms the success of the entire process.
The biryani is mixed carefully to distribute flavors evenly.
Machines help, but human control preserves texture. Camel meat, once tough, now falls apart effortlessly.
A final aromatic touch completes the biryani's signature scent.
Color and moisture must be perfect before serving begins.
This rest ensures stability before large-scale portioning.
This is one of the largest biryanis ever prepared. Now, the giant biryani is ready to be served.
With cooking complete, the biryani moves to industrial-scale portioning. These scoops handle hundreds of servings at once. Portions are released slowly to preserve rice structure.
Each serving is weight-checked for consistency.
Human checks ensure every portion includes rice and camel meat.
These containers keep the biryani hot and safe.
Sealing locks in heat and aroma. Every batch is tracked for quality control. Random sampling confirms taste and temperature.
Biryani is held at safe serving temperature. Hundreds of meals are prepared simultaneously. Now the biryani is ready to leave the factory. Once packaged, the biryani enters the logistics phase.
Temperature checks ensure food safety during transport.
These vehicles are designed to keep biryani hot for hours.
Every load is secured to prevent spillage or heat loss.
Each delivery is digitally tracked from factory to destination.
Hundreds of servings begin their journey.
The biryani travels across cities for large gatherings.
These massive batches are often prepared for special events.
Speed and coordination keep everything on schedule.
Heat and hygiene are maintained even outside the factory.
Everything is prepared to serve thousands efficiently.
The moment of serving is just minutes away.
After a long journey, the giant camel biryani is finally ready to be served. Special tools are used to handle the sheer scale of production.
Every serving delivers the same rich balance of flavors.
Speed is essential when feeding large crowds.
Thousands of people can be served in a remarkably short time.
The flavors speak for themselves.
The aroma alone draws attention.
The supply never stops until everyone is served.
This is food production on an extraordinary level.
Food safety remains a priority, even at massive scale.
Nothing goes to waste. Planning is precise.
As the final servings are delivered, the process comes full circle. After serving thousands, the factory immediately begins its cleanup process. Everything is sanitized and prepared for the next production cycle. Even waste is carefully managed to reduce environmental impact.
These vessels once held thousands of servings.
The scale of this operation is almost hard to believe.
In just hours, the factory resets, ready to do it all again.
From raw ingredients to a complete meal, every step matters. This is not just food, it's engineering, tradition, and scale combined.
And in the end, it's all about feeding people.
As the day ends, one of the world's biggest biryanis becomes history. This is how giant Camel Biryani is made in a modern factory. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes journey, there's much more to explore.